This video is intended to show how to dial in a shaft for a price pump model XT or XL vertical pump. It's imperative to install a dial indicator at the furthest point away from the motor on the motor shaft to measure the TIR. We've shown a couple of methods of installing a dial indicator for this purpose. To prepare the shaft for installation on the motor, please insert 2 dog patch set screws into the motor shaft on the 2 holes that are on top of each other, as shown. It's important not to install these set screws too far into the shaft so that they interfere with the motor shaft when installing on the motor. You also want to make sure they're far enough through so that they will slide into the keyway of the motor, as shown in this photograph. Now you will want to install the other 4 set screws into the shaft. These set screws should be tightened into the shaft, but not allowed to protrude into the inner diameter of the shaft bore. Now, install the shaft onto the motor, ensuring that the dog patch set screws are lined up with the motor keyway. The shaft should slide onto the motor very easily, and when you try to rotate the shaft, it should catch in the motor keyway. Now you will want to tighten the top dog patch set screw until it barely touches the motor shaft. Once this is complete, you will tighten the set screw on the opposite side of the top dog patch set screw. This set screw you will tighten similarly to the dog patch set screw tightened previously. Now you will proceed to tighten the bottom dog patch set screw completely. Then tighten the top dog patch set screw completely. And then finally, tighten the flat standard type set screw on the opposing sides from the dog patch completely. Once all 3 of these are completely tightened, we will begin the dialing in process using the 3 bottom set screws furthest away from the dial indicator. To begin the dialing in process of the vertical shaft, install a dial indicator as shown and rotate the shaft, noting the total TIR shown. Set your 0 point in the middle of the total runout shown when rotating the shaft. Once this is complete, tighten the 3 remaining set screws until they barely touch the motor shaft. We strongly encourage you to tighten and then slightly loosen those set screws so they're just barely touching the motor shaft. The key to a fast, accurate dialing in of a vertical shaft is making small forward progress steps, tightening the set screws slightly each time. Once the set screws are slightly tightened against the motor shaft, rotate the vertical shaft, finding the furthest out TIR position and locate the set screw closest to that furthest out position under the dial indicator needle. Slightly tighten the set screw, tightening it to about half of the total indicated runout variance. Rotate your shaft to the next position that is the furthest out, and continue this process, only tightening each set screw to remove about half of the total indicated run out each time until all 3 set screws are fully tightened. While this process can take a little bit of time, it shouldn't take more than 5 or 6 minutes. If that is the case, we encourage you to loosen the 3 set screws and start the process over. While this may seem like a challenging process, it is imperative to have the pump run and perform as published in our curves. For additional instructions on dialing in a vertical shaft, please visit our website at www.pricepump.com. Our technical service team is always on standby to support your needs. You can email them at sales, S-A-L-E-S, @pricepump.com. Thank you for your purchase and for your continued patronage of Price Pump Company.